Hi, welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going to do a very quick video showing how to fit my Discovery 4 facelift spotlight mounts and strobes. Okay, so I started selling pre-facelift ones a while back for the 2010 to 14 pre-facelift Disco 4, and then shortly afterwards I altered the design slightly for the facelift Discovery 4 from 2015 roughly onwards. Okay, so I never did a video showing the facelift brackets, so today I'm going to show how to fit those. I've got a Discovery 4 facelift grille here. It differs very slightly to the pre-facelift. The sort of angle of the front is slightly different, the shape of these diamonds is slightly different, and the kind of the holes at the back are a little bit different. Okay, so I had to take my pre-facelift brackets and change the design very slightly. I'm also making these sort of silvery grey ones for the spotlight mounts. If you want to put them on a silver grille, it might look a little bit better than black. Okay, so for a little while longer, I don't know how long I'm going to make these for, okay, because I don't sell that many of them, but for now I'm offering silver 3D printed brackets as well as the black ones. Okay, the black ones are a lot more popular. So what I'm going to do now is show how to fit these. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put the camera on the tripod so I've got both hands free, and then I can use the Allen key to actually show how these come apart. Now the important thing is that it is possible to unclip the grille on a Disco 4. You just unclip it at the top and tip the grille forwards. You don't have to remove it completely from the car. You can actually tip it forwards enough to kind of get your hand down the back there. It's a lot more difficult on the Freelander 2, so I started off making the same kind of thing, the strobes and spotlight mounts for the Freelander 2, and with those the grille is sort of glued to the front bumper. You've got to take the whole front of the car off. So the idea was that you would sort of use a cable tie kind of up there, pull through to actually sort of pull the rear piece into place, and that means you can fit them without removing the front bumper from the car. A lot easier on a Disco 4. Pre-facelift and facelift, the grille just has these kind of clips at the top. Much easier. Okay, so there's no drilling with these. The idea of these is they clamp to the grille itself. Okay, I have seen a few people fit really big heavy spotlights on them. The issue there is the flex of the grille. Okay, so I rate these brackets at 1 kilo max. Okay, so a 1 kilo spotlight on each one, or a 2 kilo light bar. That has got nothing to do with the strength of the brackets. These can take 10, maybe 20 kilos. Okay, they are solid ABS, solid 3D printed in ABS. Okay, no sort of honeycomb infill. That's solid plastic overlaid in a kind of diagonals overlaying. Okay, so really strong. But if you do put big heavy spotlights on, then you are going to suffer from grille flex, okay, and possibly even grille damage. So you may need to consider sort of top steady bars at the top of your spotlights. Here's a photo now of some steady rods that are available on eBay, and that will just stop that vibration, okay, because otherwise the light beams are going to be bouncing around as you're trying to sort of drive down the road at night, which is going to be really annoying. Okay, so what I will do now is get the Allen key, take these apart, and I'll fit all of these, well, one of each, to the grille so that you can see what they look like and how easy they are to fit. Okay, so I've got the amber mount here. Okay, so the amber light just sort of bolts to that face plate. You have to remove the light in order to get to these. Okay, so you fit this first and then screw on the amber light. The cable goes through this hole here, goes all the way through, and this has got brass threaded inserts in the back there, stainless steel 50mm, I think those are 50mm bolts that join the two parts together. Now I'm going to start with the amber lights, okay, the amber mounts, amber strobe mounts. These can go on the upper or the lower row, okay, so they will fit right out at the edges, okay, they're just clear here. They will also go there, okay, so they just clear the badge there, okay, so you can fit those in any hole at the top and any of these holes here. Obviously not these ones here, they're just half holes, but it can go there next to the badge, and it can go right out there. Now I'm just going to put up a photo now of somebody who's fitted two of them in these outermost upper holes, and here is a photo of a Disco 4 facelift with them fitted into these holes, okay, so you can pretty much fit these wherever. Now the spotlight mounts really only work on the lower holes. They will fit on the upper holes, but the angle is slightly different, okay, so they sort of stick up a little bit. I'll demonstrate that in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to start off by fitting this amber strobe. Now these rear parts don't really fit through these gaps here, okay, so you will need to unclip the grille at the top and just pull it forward. You don't need to remove the complete grille from the car, you just need to be able to reach down the back there, okay. So the best thing to do is to put a piece of string with a matchstick or a cable tie or something, feed it down through and then pull it into position, okay. So this has a sort of slope to it, okay, and it's got bottom and top on it, so you need to get that in position. And then this has two stainless steel dowels on it, and those locate into those holes there, okay. Just helps locate it, makes it easier to fit, and it also adds a bit of strength to the between the front and rear parts, okay. So you put that in like that, keep hold of the rear piece somehow, either with a piece of string or by sort of reaching down and just holding it, and then put the M6 stainless bolts in. Okay, so I'm just going to tighten that one up. I'm not going to tighten it right up. These are plastic, the grille is plastic. You just want to sort of tighten them enough to stop the thing kind of moving around, really. These are not going to come out because the strobe is in front, okay, so it can't come apart. It may come loose slightly, but it certainly won't fall apart. Okay, so you will feel the ends of the bolts just coming through those brass inserts, and you just want to tighten that really. If you hear a cracking sound, you've gone too far, okay. The strobe light itself can then be fitted, okay, by then just poking your wires through, okay, so that should go all the way through, okay, and then you can wire up at the back, okay, so red and black, positive, ground, yellow you touch to positive to change the flash mode, okay, and then these screws here, I haven't put any inserts in there, but there will be M4 brass inserts in at the back there. I've just left those out for now just so that I can kind of show that just going together loosely, okay. So there's a strobe, alright, that's how you fit the strobe. Fitting the spotlight brackets is really similar. It's the same rear piece with the M6 brass inserts, same bolts, okay, and these bolts are sort of semi-captive, okay, so I've designed this so that they sort of won't just shake out and fall out, okay, so you'd have to actually sort of unthread them if you wanted to get them apart, okay. That does make it a little bit easier to fit them because you're not sort of wrestling with bolts falling out while you're trying to fit them, okay. So these really are limited to these holes here. They'll go here next to the badge, okay, but yeah, so you probably want them there and there, okay, so that allows you to fit big spotlights here. I did have somebody recently sort of say, oh, it's illegal to have your spotlights sort of not in line with your headlights. Well, Not really. I've seen people with spotlights on their roofs. I've got a roof light bar. If they're used for main beam, then the rules are quite simple. Okay, so they just need to point forward. They need to be white or yellow, and they need to go off when you dip the lights. That's it. There's nothing about it being in line with the headlights. Okay, so they can sit here. They will probably stick up slightly higher than the front of the bonnet. Maybe a sort of a slim light bar is a better idea. Okay, so if you get a light bar where the mounts are sort of underneath rather than on the ends, then you can fit two of these and then put the light bar across between them. Okay, these will physically fit on the upper row. Okay, they will go there, the mounts will work, but the issue is that they won't be level. They'll be pointing upwards very slightly. Now, if your spotlights have got sort of a swivel mount, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so you may be able to do that, but the other problem with that is the spotlights are going to be sticking right up here. Okay, a little light bar, yeah, it's great, but you don't really want spotlights sort of coming up too far above the front edge of the bonnet. They're just going to start obscuring the view of the road. Okay, so you really want spotlight mounts down here. Okay, they will work on the upper road, but the level just sort of changes very slightly. Okay, so let's fit these now. I'm going to fit the grey one as well. It's a black grille, but if you've got a silver grille, then silvery grey, light grey. It is actually sold as silver ABS, okay, but it's not sparkly silver. It's just light grey. And grey ABS is darker. Okay, so I do buy silver, and it comes out like that. So these fit exactly the same, bottom and top. Okay, so fit those. So the thicker bit is at the bottom. All right, because of the slope of the grille. So push those in exactly the same, unclip the grille at the top, reach down the back and push them together. Okay, so those dowels locate. And then get your Allen key and just tighten up and feel for those ends of those threads just starting to come through. Okay. If it gets tight before that point, then do stop. You don't have to tighten it up more and more, waiting for those threads to come through. But when it's screwed together, the bolt should just start to come through, and you'll feel it start to bite. Okay, that one's getting tighter. Yeah, okay, so that one's not quite coming through. This one, yeah, I can just feel it. Okay, so it's not poking out beyond this. It's flush with that. Okay, so your grill may be different though. You might have a bit of thread sticking out. You might not feel it at all. So do it by tightness rather than bolt length. Okay, so that's in there. That's really solid. Obviously this grill's flexing about because I've got it just clamped in there, but the idea is to sort of tighten these to the point where they don't. Okay, that's solid. There is a little bit of flex in the grill, but that goes back to what I was saying about the spotlights. Don't mount great big heavy lights. Okay, so a few of you have tried to mount the Laser Sentinel Elites, which are like sort of 16 great lights, very bright, but they are quite heavy. I think they're about 1.5 kilos each. Okay, so you just got to be careful. If you do mount something big like that, then you're probably going to want a steady rod at the top, so you can take something from the top of the light, maybe possibly to here, as long as that doesn't interfere with the bonnet shutting. This one here, so put that in there. Stick that in, there you go, and you feel those stainless dowels locate, and then you just want to get the bolts threaded. Once they're starting to thread in, you can take your hand away and just start tightening up. There we go. Right, okay, that is solid. Obviously the grille would be a lot more solid if it was on the car. Okay, I don't have a Discovery 4, so I can't show you that. Okay. Right, there we go. Let me just disconnect from the tripod. There we go, have a closer look at that. Okay, so you've got the strobe, you've got the bracket. Difficult to see the black one here. It's the sun is going down now, it's getting a little bit dark. So I'll try and up the exposure a bit on this video. There you got the spotlights, and if we just look round the back here, you can actually see, so it's a bit dark around here, but there's the back of the strobe with the wire, and you've got the spotlight one, and let's move over a bit easier to see the grey silver rear part there. So that's it, there you go. No drilling, one Allen key, slightly smaller 4mm Allen key if you're fitting the strobe lights. Okay, so those will sprue into smaller brass inserts. There we go, that's it. How to fit Discovery 4 facelift 2015 onwards, spotlight mounts and amber strobes to the grille. I hope that video was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye.